struggled with porn addiction since I was around 13, and each time I did it, I felt like a loser, guilty, shameful. However, it was so normalised because everyone did it, right? It was normal to watch. It'd be weird to not watch it because everyone did it. It was just so normalised. Everyone does it. It's good for you. Reduces anxiety, lowers the risk of prostate cancer, all this cope. That's all it is, and I knew that. It was just cope, right? But it just gave me an excuse to watch more and more and more of it and get deeper and deeper addicted. But I used to always say, I'm not addicted. If I want to quit, I'll quit. So one day, right, after a few years of just feeling like a loser, knowing it wasn't bad for me, I stopped the cope, I stopped the excuses, and I tried to quit. I couldn't get past 3 days. Could not get past 3 days. I expected to quit within, 2 weeks, and that was it. I'll be done. Never watch it ever again. But I was watching it twice a day. To go from that to quitting is unrealistic, and I couldn't do it. But eventually, I quit at 19, which is, faster than 99% of the planet. I did it faster and younger than 99% of the planet, and here's how I did it. Step one, I did it as fast as possible. I watched the videos, whatever, as fast as possible. I made my sessions fast, because what this does is obviously saves time, because I used to watch it before bed, okay? That was just the time I did it, helped me sleep, whatever I told myself, do it before bed. And if I'm spending 3 hours doing it, I'm going to be sleep deprived. I'm going to wake up the next morning tired. That's one reason, watching it for ages is bad for you. The most harmful reason watching it for hours is bad for you is the guilt and shame you feel afterwards. You feel like such a loser degenerate after watching it for that long, right? You feel guilty and shameful. And every time I did it, the second I'd done, I just thought, why did I do that? Why can't I wish I could go back in time, not even do that, or do it for 30 seconds. Why on earth have I done it for 3 hours? You never feel after doing it for 3 hours, I'm glad I did that, I wish I could have gone for longer. No, you're like, what a loser you are, right? So you feel guilty, you're shameful, and you waste time. And guess what? You get the same pleasure, right? I got the same pleasure from watching it for 3 hours and 3 minutes. People like to say, oh no, the edging is great. It's not, right? It is not worth the time waste and the feeling like a loser, because if you're sleep deprived, you wake up the next morning, tired obviously, feeling like a loser from watching it for hours the night before. And when you feel like a loser, you end up watching porn again to make yourself feel better. That's what I did. So it was a vicious cycle. So I decided to make it as fast as possible to save time, not feel like a loser. And doing this for a while, it just started to make it more and more boring, which is the goal, right? Because having 5 tabs open, watching it for 3 hours, doing this crazy stuff is so mentally stimulating that you'll never want to quit. But if I just do it as fast as possible, right? 3 minutes, whatever, just do it as fast as possible each and every time, it became more and more boring for me. And the excitement of watching it that I used to get, right? The dopamine before you watch it just wasn't there anymore, because my brain has just associated it with boredom, because it is. Doing it for 2 minutes, there's no point, okay? And that helped me quit. The next thing I did was I watched more tame videos. I used to watch very tame things when I first started, like everyone else, because, it's crazy, like, whoa, it's a naked girl, this is insane. And I was like 13. And the more of that you watch, the more boring it gets. So you got to amp it up. You got to watch more extreme, more hardcore stuff, right? So that's what everyone does. That's what I did. And that is so much worse to watch, the hardcore stuff, than just the tame videos, because it fries your dopamine, so that anything in life you can't enjoy. Because if you're watching some crazy dopaminergic videos, right, all night long, like, you're not going to enjoy anything else. You're not going to enjoy sitting down having a coffee. That's just not mentally stimulating enough. It's going to ruin your life, make you a dopamine addict, fry your dopamine, fry your brain. So much worse to watch, and makes you more addicted because of how exciting it is, right? So instead of quitting cold turkey, going from that to never watching it again, what I did was I just watched more tame videos every week. Went from that to that to that, to the point where I could watch an Instagram reel, right, for 3 minutes, as opposed to watching some crazy video for 3 hours, right? I'm still watching porn, I'm still jacking off, but it's so much better progress. My brain's not getting fried, don't feel like as much of a loser, I feel more productive doing this, and I'm saving time, right? So I just watch more and more tame videos to heal my brain, heal my addiction, till eventually I can just wean off porn, and that was it. Now, before I give you the last thing I did, a link under this video is my paid porn quitting secrets course. If you want to learn how to quit porn faster than anyone on the planet from me, you can check it out there. It's very cheap if you're interested. And once you buy it, you get a free bonus section, which you can see down there what it is, because obviously you're supporting me, so I want to support you even more back. Quit porn faster than I did. The last thing I did was I changed my identity. I almost brainwashed myself into believing I hated porn. Okay? When I used to, well, a few years ago, if I had to describe myself and my addiction, I'd say, well, you know, I'm addicted to porn, but I'm trying to quit. It's difficult. I relapse every few days. I'm trying really hard, but at least I'm trying, right? Wrong. That is why I couldn't quit, because I've not changed my identity yet. If I did what I did later on and just said, I've already quit porn, it's boring, it's gay, it's cringe, it's weird, it's a waste of time, all things that are true. If I'd have just told myself that I don't even enjoy porn, even when I was badly addicted, I don't enjoy porn, it's boring, it's weird, it's cringe, I don't watch it anymore. Even though it's not true, I needed to keep brainwashing myself over months, over weeks, whatever, doing it 1,000 times, doing it 100 times a day, right? This is not an overnight fix, but eventually your brain will pick up on this and your identity will update, okay? You won't be the guy trying to quit porn. You'll be the guy who's already quit, the guy who doesn't find it interesting anymore. One day your brain will be so sick of you saying the same thing. It was so sick of what I was saying that it just accepted the information and was like, all right, you clearly don't enjoy porn, right? So the next time I got an urge, I didn't want to watch it because my brain and my identity has updated. I've not done anything different. I was still watching porn the same amount. All I was doing is brainwashing myself into believing I don't watch porn. Just to give an example of this, imagine two alcoholics going to a party. One of them gets offered a drink and he says, sorry, I'm trying to quit. I'm all right. Second guy gets offered a drink. He says, I don't drink. Not true. He drank the night before, but he says, I don't drink. He does not get pestered for the rest of the night. The first dude, who says he's trying to quit drinking, gets offered 10 minutes later, oh, go and have a drink. Why are you trying to quit? Don't be weird. He ends up getting the most drunk out of everyone that night, and he never quits drinking. Second dude, he quits drinking, he doesn't drink, and he still has a good time, because he told himself and everyone else, he's quit drinking. Not true. He still loves it, he's still doing it, but he's quit drinking. This guy's trying to quit. Be the guy who's already quit porn, he finds it boring and gay and cringe and weird, right? I hope this video helped. If it did in any way, please subscribe. It's free and you can always change your mind later. And goodbye. By the way, no pressure, but under this video is my paid porn quitting secrets course. It just helps you quit porn faster, supports me. So once you feel like you trust me enough, you can check it out. There's a massive discount going on right now. So if you're interested, I'd do it now. And once you buy it, by the way, I'm going to give you a free bonus section, which teaches you how to speak to girls, which becomes a lot easier when you quit porn.